Hey, what's up? I'm 3D. This is Tales from the Driver's Seat. 3D watches Supergirl Part 2. I think, pretty sure anyway, in the last episode I got us caught up to where we currently are, present day. I gotta tell you, the latest episode was a bit of a frustrating step back for the series for me. Or maybe it's just a reaffirmation of everything that I already hate about it. Oh, hang on. I've done that wrong. Okay. So basically, spoilers if you haven't watched the show or the episode, or if you just straight up don't care and don't want to know. There's a door. Or there's a door. There's two in the back. Anyway, there's also a hatch. So, with that being said, spoilers all up in this bitch. 3, 2, 1, let's rock this bitch. Alright, so there's a cult of wackadoos worshipping Supergirl and her god. Oh god, what was it? Rao? Yeah, Rao. So named after a British fight. Hang on, rough patch. There we go. Anyway, named after a British fight. What does this do? Ah, yeah, that was off again for no reason. So, and these people start putting themselves in mortal peril so that Supergirl can come save them. I guess it's for their own personal experience with Supergirl, or so they can join the cool kids club, whatever it is. It's really pretty damn stupid, honestly, what these people are doing, because they're not joining the cool kids club unless you're talking about jail, because that's where arsonists go, and where people who build bombs out of unstable Kryptonian power supplies go, is jail. But the background music was back, I noticed. It wasn't as bad, I noticed, but our good friend background music returned and was a present staple as per usual. What is that behind me? Annoying is what it is. Hang on. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, just want to make sure that that was not a cop, even though what I'm doing is technically not illegal. So anyway, the pandery little background music stuff was back, and it was just off. Like, it took us back to episode 1, season 1, where apparently some guy had a literal come to Jesus moment. He's sitting there, like, knocking back vodka, talking to this stranger that he doesn't even know about how we're having a baby. Ha! That's rich. You probably had nothing to do with it. Ha ha ha! I'm cynical. Look, look. And then all of a sudden, of course, the plane starts to go down, because that's how season 1 starts, is Supergirl becomes Supergirl because her sister's on a crashing plane. In a situation that in real life would never, ever happen. Planes, I don't want to say, like, well, planes don't routinely go down, but even so, you're not going to get the story on the evening news and then see the plane in the background clearly, as though it, like, no, those things don't happen. It's just like that movie about the oranges in the 1980s about the stock trades or whatever. Nobody's gonna stop and watch the agriculture secretary on the trading floor. That is not going to happen. So Anyway, things that would never happen happened. And then he gets saved. Supergirl jumps up on the wing, is dripping off because, it was a water landing. And she flies off, and you can see, like, he's had a literal come-to-Jesus moment. It's weird that this phrase was kicking around in my head. I don't know if I'm using the phrase because it was kicking around in my head, or because it was, like, just hanging out there in the universe for me to latch onto it at the right time. But he starts a cult of Rao, and it's a Kryptonian god, and of course what he's teaching is not what Rao would have liked back on, Krypton or whatever. And so now it was just weird. Like, the whole religious undertone of it was weird. Like, they had a message to say about spirituality in general, I guess. And I'm not really sure what it was. I will have to digest that and think about what it was exactly they were trying to say. But the last thing that I have to bitch about this episode is toward the end, the new chick of the season has a daughter, and for some reason we all go to their, like, little Supergirl recital, and they're all dancing around dressed like Supergirl, and then out comes Ruby, this chick's daughter, and she sings a song from Willy Wonka. But I thought it was funny because she kind of looks like an Oompa Loompa in a good way, not like in a bad way, but she kind of looks like an Oompa Loompa. So she's singing, like, the Willy Wonka song, and I'm like, okay, now sing us the song of your people, Oompa Loompa. And it was just it didn't happen. It was she teased like it was gonna happen by looking like an Oompa Loompa, but it didn't happen. So long story short, Alex gets all teary-eyed and runs out, and, like, she's out in the lobby, being all tearful, and then Kara runs up. What's wrong? And she's like, Maggie doesn't want kids, but I kind of do. And Kara's like, but I thought you both decided that you don't want kids. And she says, no, it's her that doesn't want kids. I want kids because I want all these experiences with the kids. And I'm like, no, you don't. You really don't. You had a really good character. This is not the way the character was originally written. Originally, she was this hard-ass super chick. No puns intended. I mean, yeah, clearly she was gonna get it on with girls. Like, she just had that demeanor. Like, if anyone is going to get along romantically with this girl, it's going to be another girl with the same mindset. But you took two people who were very, very alike, Alex and Maggie. They both kicked ass in certain ways, well, in literal ways. And now, all of a sudden, we discover that Alex has a softer side that Maggie does not. And I talked about this a little bit last time. Maggie doesn't want kids, but Alex kind of does. This is awkward. And on and on and on. I like the schmoopy. I don't. This is awkward. I like the big weddings. I don't. This is awkward. And it's just more trite, manufactured, dumb drama. And it's gonna keep coming back because it always comes back. Always. And it never doesn't come back. Because that's just how this shit is written. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm 3D. This is Tales from the Driver's Seat. 3D watches Supergirl. Fuck up. That's it for me. Thanks for chilling with me tonight on this rather chilly evening. It's 45 degrees, but I'm enjoying it. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.